here I am again, the issue about the family affair of Jaramogi Oginga Odinga. Yes, my sister Mary Juma left me in charge. That made my sister Gaudensia Adea left the home of Jaramogi Oginga Odinga, because when she was told that Anyango is the one that I have left to look after my family here, then she asked herself and said, now what am I doing here myself? If Mary said that only Anyango is supposed to be looking after Mzee and is supposed to looking after her children, then she went and collected a lorry in Bondo and came and collected her things and left for me the home.
Hello my beautiful people, welcome back to my channel. This is a channel known for calm, respectful and honest reactions on trending stories. Here, I bring you updates and public opinions as they come to my table without adding or forcing narratives. I allow you to listen carefully, think deeply and judge for yourselves. So relax, let's get into today's story.
Not knowing that now I was already having my own permanent home that was built by a friend of Jaramogi. That is a Mzungu that inherited me after his friend from Tanzania, Mr. Henry Albert Fosbrook, left me because of a priest. So I told my sister that she doesn't have to leave because I cannot go back and stay there. So she insisted. She said, well, she doesn't want those humiliations. She's leaving and she's going. So she left us in the funeral of Mary Juma and went away until now. Her house is still there. That is my sister that got married there because of even me. Yeah, I used to go there with her when we were coming from Kibuye Girls, and Mary had insisted that I must be married by her husband, and she kept me in her house that I must be married there. Then my auntie said that Jaramogi must marry another woman between me and Mary Juma, because me and her, we are like twins, because our mothers are relatives, our fathers are relatives. So she said that because we are like twins, Mzee must marry another woman. That is how my sister got married there, because her mother told Jaramogi that even the girl that Anyango comes with here is my daughter. You can also marry her and let them both stay here because they love each other. They care about one another, so they can stay here together. So Mzee was trying to dispute, but Achieng' Oneko told Jaramogi that don't reject when you are given a woman, because you don't know what kind of a child he will bring up for you. So that is how he started staying with my sister. So when my sister Gaudensia Adea or Jaramogi went to prison, left us in Nairobi West, rented for us a big house in Nairobi West where we were staying together, the two of us with my sister, and even Agola and Jalanga Nyango came from Russia and came and stayed with us in that house. And I was the one in charge of cooking the food and doing this and that because my sister was going to work. And then my sister gave birth to her firstborn that I looked after. So if she left me the home and left in the funeral of my sister Mary Juma, now why would I now shut up? Because she was the one who would have now been speaking, but now she's not there. She got annoyed and left, said that I have left, she has left for me. And I'm the one who kept Betty there, because I said I cannot lock the gate of this old man that have already made me a home in Jabalo Gardens, who is also a friend of Mzee Jaramogi. I cannot leave the place and now go and look after my sister's home. That is one thing. That is why I go on talking about Jaramogi Oginga Odinga, because my sister Mary, spiritually we were connected, and on the leadership we were so much connected, because the spiritual power of the leadership of Jaramogi Oginga Odinga's home comes from my village, comes from us, comes from my grandparents. That is why Mary insisted of me getting married to her husband, and I stayed there, I got married there. That is true. That is the first man in my life that actually broke my virginity. That is Jaramogi Oginga Odinga. When my sister makes a bed for me and tells me, Anyango, don't go, just sit here. You don't have to be afraid of Mzee. Mzee will not harm you. He's a very good man. So I used to sit there, and Mzee was a very polite person. He was a nice person. He would just touch me politely, nicely, until I got used to him. So we decided now just to be together. I did not fear him. I did not have any problem. But my sister left us. I looked after Adhiambo, Ruth Adhiambo, and Osewe. They were very young. When I arrived in that home, Ruth Adhiambo was around 2 years. And Osewe was quite big. He was around 4 years. And Odima was a big man. So I stayed with them. I'm the one who was looking after them. Even Ruth Adhiambo did not know who is his real mother. He used to call his mother Mary Nyarodima. When Mary tried to tell her to not to make a mistake, she will always tell Mary Nyarodima, "Ichwad abro follow ni mama, abro fuli ni mama wa." That mama, that is Anyango. That by that time I'm already taken to school by Wodko Yeyo. It drives me to school in Kibuye and collects me back. That is how we stayed. That is how we started living with Jaramogi. So what brought me living there was because Jaramogi was taken to prison with the Chenguneko, while he had already rented for us a house with my sister in Nairobi West, and they were taken to prison. So their long stay in prison, people were saying Jaramogi was going to die there, and my sister did not have anything to eat in Kisumu. She was struggling, and I said I had money in the Catholic mission, so I went back to Kisumu and collected money from the Catholic mission. That is where I met this Mzungu with Father Emolike. He was a good friend of Father Emolike. This Henry Albert Fosbrook was a very big, important man in Tanzania. He's a writer. He wrote a book called Ngerengere Creators in Tanzania. And that is how I came to meet him. So he wanted to know about the African spirits. So he wanted to write about the African spirit. So he insisted he wanted to take full charge of my family and take full charge of my sister and look after me. So he went and rented for me a house in Westlands. So I got married with him like that. So when Jaramogi came back from prison, he found when we were having a baby boy, my firstborn. And he stayed in Bruna's hotel. But the first person he was looking for was Anyango. When he came from prison, he did not even look for my other sisters. He looked for Anyango. So when I was told that I was now taken away by a Mzungu, he told them to bring me together with that Mzungu there. So Mzee told the Mzungu, he cannot leave me. If you want me to die, then you take away Anyango from me. So Mzungu also told him, no, there's no problem, we can share her. Because even me, I cannot leave her. So we can only share her. So they accepted and agreed among themselves. So I was there being shared by the two. like that until Mzee died. We knew when we were supposed to meet. Although I never let Mzee know that that friend of his left me now because of a Catholic priest. Now I was having a second person that was now given by the NCCK MD from America, when we were having wrangles now with the old man because of a Catholic priest. So these fathers took me to that lady and gave me a job in African Heritage, where Joseph Mrumbi was running, he was managing there. So I worked there, and that is how I came to meet my second man that now built me this home. But I never told Mzee that I was now having a second person, in spite of the person that they agreed they can share. So they continuously shared. Because this man was always in America. He was never here. So whenever he goes away, I had all the time in my life to meet with Jaramogi. And that is how we lived. When Raila came back from Germany, spiritually, he was so much attached to me. And his father would always tell him, Anyango no mer, that Anyango is your mother. Don't play around with her. Don't play around with Anyango, and that is your mother. So he would always tell Raila that. But Raila still, as rude as he used to be, he would always insist on being close to me. And I would run away. That is how he came to meet the sister of Idah. When he met the sister of Idah, he now became out of my life. He was now not chasing me. He was now chasing the sister of Idah. That is how Idah met Raila. Because when Raila wanted to marry her, he told Raila that I will give you my sister. So she introduced Idah with her son Fidel, introduced to Raila, and that is how they got married. So he loved Idah, and they got married with Fidel in the hand. That is the truth. So they started off like that. Then Raila started off with the problem of being to the prison. So Raila was all the time in prison. So Joe Ager came into the life of Idah. That Jaramogi Oginga Odinga told Joe Ager to look after Idah. That is your in-law, just look after her. So Joe Ager was the one who was looking after Idah while Raila was in prison. So I may tell you the truth, Madam Winnie. Don't give people headache about the leadership of Raila. Raila en nyakwar joka kan, en remb joka kan. He has to have that power of Joka Khan, because we blessed him with that power from Kakan that came from Gotramugi. While he was being cleansed, he was given that power. But now, you as a daughter of Joe Ager, if I'm lying, go and get a DNA. Joe Ager is right there. Even when Raila died now, he was still looking after your mom. Joe Ager is your biological father. Madam Win, don't give the children of Jaramogi a headache. I really feel so bad that Idah can never remember people who helped her when she was really in need. People who really cared about her when she was really in need. And yet, there are so many things that we have covered up about her life. You see, Raila was just a loving man. He loved the children because Jaramogi told him Idah cannot use her fingers to satisfy herself. So if Raila's brothers looked after Idah while he was in prison, he should not complain. All the children that Idah has received while he was in in Raila's custody, those are his, because Raila is the one who paid the dowry. So that is what Jaramogi told Raila when he came back from prison. When he comes back and find there's another baby, when he comes back and find another baby. So Oginga told Raila, you cannot chase this woman away because she has been waiting for you all along, and these are all your brothers. Is there any brother of yours that have come to claim any child? These are all your brothers. Is there anybody who have come to claim the child? Because those are your properties now. So look after the kids. And that is what Raila have done. He has been looking after the kids of Idah, whether they are his or not his. He has been looking after them as his own children. That nobody could ever know that Idah had children elsewhere and brought the children to Raila. So I'm requesting Winnie, you cannot torture the children of Jaramogi. Like now, Agola's children, or Osewe's children, Gaudensia Dea's children, Susan's children. Tell your mom, please, tell her that Anyango have said you must release the title deeds and all the properties in Nairobi. Release the title deeds and the properties are in Nairobi. Release it to the Oginga Odinga's children. Because Gaudensia there has two kids there, I know. Susan has 2 children there, I know, that are now being ignored. Even during the funeral of Raila, none of them were being recognized. Idah has kept you people in the front line. Leadership. You should know that that leadership cannot come to you people, because that leadership belongs to Joka Khan. So, Nyikwa Joka Khan, the children, like the children of Oburu, can get those leadership. Children of Gaudensia there can get those leadership. Children of Susan can get that leadership, because the covenant between me and Jaramogi Oginga Odinga and Mary Juma was there. If I may tell you, that is why I'm telling you that Jaramogi Oginga Odinga, you people are trying to lock the gate of Jaramogi Oginga Odinga, but it is not going to be locked. I'm telling you the truth. The people who are trying to lock that gate by bringing all kind of bad omens there, that the grandchildren of Jaramogi will not be leaders, that Jaramogi Oginga Odinga's grandchildren will never be leaders. That is a lie. His children, his own birth children, like Gaudensia Dea's children, like Susan Odinga's children, they will get those leadership, whether you people like it or not. So don't waste your time. You are wasting your time. And those witch doctors are eating a lot of money from your mom. Advise your mother, Winnie. Advise her to give out the title deeds that belongs to Jaramogi Oginga Odinga's hand. They cannot fence the whole property of Jaramogi Oginga Odinga in Opoda and not giving Mrs. Osewe her right, giving Miss Susan Odinga her right. It cannot be. Betty is there. She should also have a share of Jaramogi. She has been there. She has been the one looking after that home. She has to have a share. Now, why would those houses in Nairobi, in Kileleshwa, in Lavington, in Langata, are kept by your mom? She's giving to her friends. Whoever she loves, she would give those properties. And yet Jaramogi Oginga Odinga is the one who fought. The last money that Jaramogi got from American embassy, that Oginga Odinga was a peacemaker. When I told the Americans that Jaramogi Oginga Odinga would be the one to work together with Moi and Kenya will not have any war. So they called Jaramogi in American embassy and he was asked if he's ready to do that. He accepted. That is how the houses in Kileleshwa got, the houses in Lavington, even the house you are staying inside now, Madam Idah. That house in Go. That is where Jaramogi was supposed to stay, but you jumped inside that home and denied Mzee his right and left the house you are supposed to live in Lavington, gave it to Mzee to come and live in Lavington. So we accepted. I know all these things. You remember that when Odima told you, just ask your mom that did Odima tell Idah about a project that I was doing in my village here about a school called Nyanginja Primary. That was my gift. After Jaramogi Oginga Odinga was given 3 bank accounts by the Americans. School fees account, political account, and personal account. Idah became the signatory because she was the personal assistant of Jaramogi. Now all this money are there. Now you find Agola's children are struggling as if their grandfather was in poverty. He was a very lucky man because he got lucky women. He got my sister Mary, was very lucky. He got me, I was very lucky. When Mary told me in my dreams to go and look for those Wazungus to come and help Mzee, that is how I came to get an air ticket sent to a priest here to take me to America. I should go to the Holy Land, visit the Holy Land. That priest should take me to Holy Land to visit all those places. Then I go to New York. I was in New York. The same old man that have made me this home here, Mr. Walls, he was a chief editor for United Nations here in Kenya. That he wrote a book about, he wrote a book here about desertification of the world. He's the one who did in 1977. That is how he came even to meet Henry Albert Fosbrook. That is the second money that Jaramogi Oginga Odinga received that now took him out of poverty. When the government had already put him in poverty, that even Ajib House could not be paid. Even his house in Milimani was auctioneers went in. So when I went to America, is when I got these Americans, the global committee that financed through the American embassy here. That Mr. Walls was their chief editor in New York. And I told them the story about Jaramogi Oginga Odinga, and they accepted. So when they investigated, they found that it is true. Oginga has a good heart. He will work together with Moi that war will not be in Kenya. Idah, were you not the one who organized about Ugandans to come and help you people to come and withdraw Moi from the government? Were you not the chief organizer of that? Until now, I know very well that you are attached to so many government officials. You are so much attached to them. They are still under you. They are under your pay. That is true. If Mr. William Somaya Ruto does not look at you twice, I'm 100% sure he is going to get a headache. So he has to look at you twice, because you have some of his officials under your hand, that you are the one controlling them, that you can do whatever you want, even picking me up here like a bag of charcoal to take me to Rivayala. You can do that one with your clip of your finger. A clip of your finger, you do that. So I'm just requesting that please, Madam Winnie, tell your mother to release the title deeds that belongs to Jaramogi Oginga Odinga. Tell Oburu, Dr. Oburu, who is a money maker, when your mother gives Oburu money, he will shut up. He does not even act like he's the elder son in that compound. He becomes like a small baby in that compound, and yet he's the one who's supposed to be speaking out, not me. He's the one who should speak out that this portion of land should be given to so and so. When he went to sell, Dr. Buru went to sell land in Soba, did he even consult Idah? Did he consult even Susan? Did he even consult Gaudensia there? Because those are the wives of Jaramogi Oginga Odinga. Did he even, the caretaker who is Betty, did he even talk to Betty, who is a caretaker in that home? Oburu went ahead and sold the land. That probably is the one who brought the problem for. Now I'm just wondering that would it be the cause of this issue about demanding of how the shares of this property of Jaramogi Oginga Odinga of Soba, the sale, because I only heard that some people got 2 million, yet that was over 500 acres, over 500 acres that was bought by those governors and senators in Nandi Hills. Now, why was it that this money should only go to one Those are the sons of Jaramogi that are still there. Women have a right. That is why I was given spiritual powers by my grandparents. Because women have a right. My father Onea told people that they cannot spoil whatever they have already made because I was born a girl. Because women are going to get the world is going to change. So we are going to get ID cards. So now we are having ID cards that my father Onea told the community that they should not change when they found that I was a girl. Because while I was in my mother's stomach, they did all those things. Now when I was born a girl. So they were afraid that now how can a girl be a leader? So Onea stood up and told them, no, don't spoil it. Just let her be. Because the world is going to change. Now the world have changed that women are also having a right. Akinyi, Wenwa, and Akinyi Walko, and Anyangi, they are children of Jaramogi. They were being born when I was looking. I saw them, Omondi. I saw them when they were being born with Jaramogi. And how much Jaramogi. Omondi is the one that got hold of Oginga until he died. While he was being taken to Aga Khan now, his last breath, he was holding the hand of Omondi and Susan that were there. Now for them, they are ignored in everything. They are not in the limelight in everything. And yet they are the ones who looked after that old man. They are the ones who cared about that old man. It is not right. Even if my sister Gaudensia was not there, Susan was always there for him. Susan was always there for him. So I don't see the reason why they cannot be given their right. That plots in Upoda, plots in Nyamira cannot be shared. Why? They are not idiots. These women are not idiots. If they are given portions of their lands, now the wife of Osewe is an MCA. Would a MCA take her property and sell, and yet she's having children? That Oburu is saying that those people will sell their properties. Why can't he give them, even his own children? He should give their title deeds to his own children. Did he tell God that he cannot die now? Did Raila know that he was going to die immediately? If you would have known, I'm 100% sure he died because he was fighting over to see that everybody has a right in that family, like Agola's children, and Osewe's wife. I'm 100% sure that Raila died with bitterness in his stomach because he wanted these people to have their right, and yet the rightness has not been released. Now why can't Oburu see that her brother just died like 1 minute without sharing anything? Why can't he share? Why can't he share the title deeds to everybody? So that if whoever wants to sell, that is his own problem. That is his own problem. Why can't he give out the title deeds to everybody? Now I'm just wondering about this Luo elder man. I see the reason why Luos are fighting. There's one Luo elder in South Nyanza. There's one Luo elder in Kisumu. I understand that the Luo elder in Kisumu is a money maker. So other Luos recognize that he's a money maker. So they decided now to put somebody else who can now lead the Luos correctly. Because whatever he's doing is not right. How can he accept when Oburu is lying that his father made a graveyard for everybody to be buried there? That even women who are already married that are having their own homes, that their husbands, Ambala made his own graveyard in his compound where he's burying all his children and his wives. Now, would he now remove Ambala's wife from his hand to come and bury in his home as his father said? And now that Luo elder, instead of telling Raila Oburu that you are lying, your father cannot remove women from their marriage or state to come back to their home state, as if they were just useless women. Only useless women are being brought back home through the fence. Beryl had 2 homes, prominent homes. If she could not be buried in Ambala's home, she would have been taken back to Zimbabwe. He has a son there. What about these children of Beryl now? Let us speak about it. what have they inherited from their grandfather? Because Oburu is keeping everything now. He has even snatched a property where land that the wife of Osewe was planting beans and selling to the schools to feed people like me. She was selling beans there to feed people like me. Oburu just went ahead and gave that land for people to plant sunflower, and yet he did not even tell Mrs. Osewe that I'm taking this land to do this and that. He did not even consult her. Now we are remaining here hungry, and yet we were getting some beans from there and at least getting some gorogoros to come and eat. Now we cannot do it because she has just taken the land and give it to somebody else because she doesn't have the title deeds. How would she claim? And she doesn't have even the title deeds. Even the home where she's staying, they have denied her of her title deeds. Is this a good man? And then the Luo elder is sitting there listening to Oburu lying that her father said that everybody should be buried there. Dr. Oburu, when you die now, will you now be taken back to Nyamira to be buried next to your father, where your brother is buried, because your father made a graveyard there? When your children die, will they be taken back to Nyamira? You see, this Luo elder is sitting there listening to your nonsense, and then he doesn't even tell you that, my son, that is nonsense. There's no Luo that is ever taken back from his biological home to his father's home when he is already osego dalane tigo igolongane dalane titero kawun mare. That is the first Luo in Kenya or even in Uganda that have been taken back, removed from his own home back to his father's home. No sego dalane tigo le dalane tigo kemondo kio ike kababa. Raila is the first one. That is a history. That I'm writing a book that I'm going to put it there. That was a history. That a woman is being removed from her own home, from her own children, and leaving those children hanging. Those children are now going to hang around, not knowing where their mother is supposed to be, or the properties that their father left. How is Oburu handling this? The Luo elder, please tell me, how are you handling this? Because you are the one who is allowing Oburu to make all these mistakes because you eat money. Why can't that Luo elder in South Nyanza take over? Because you are not a Luo elder, you are a money maker. Mr. Nani Jaduong, we lost a pesa kod jowadu. We lost a pesa kod jowadu. Nini wondo jowadu? Ini won koro wodi ma nyotocha. Nyoda kitingi idike kamachelo mopogre kod kar dhoode. Nyocha wodi otho. Odakni kae mondo tere kaburini mari mane loso. Mondo kori we mondo kiko yike kama nego beni ike in a right place. Kuma nyithinde gichiegni tiere. Why do you cheat others and then you pretend to be a Luo elder? A job of a Luo elder is supposed to advise the people who are without knowledge, that stayed so much in Russia, that did not know anything concerns the Luos or concerns any tradition. Me, I know every tradition. The people who made Jomanolo Sosrikal Makenya Cup, they were women. The first woman who hit the cow that was supposed to be slaughtered for crowning Jomo Kenyatta and Oginga Odinga to make Kenya a government by the British, it was a woman. There were 6 women, I was there. Those were the people, the elder people who were actually giving the right word. gimwa benefit e telo no to bet maonge. Ibed chien to koro nyandiko tiyo, koro ibedo chief advisor ne. Koro kuonde mineno ka dhire meti wacho nan ajathuru wa koni dhire ni koni. Mane kaka Oginga en tiyo ga kod loko boko giri, okelo dongo machiegni ne. I used to see that they sit down and discuss. Negi bedo ga piny kend gi kar gi ji ang'wen, to gi discuss moko magiseto ni chien koya chande. Koro gineno kaka gi analyze. Naneno. Koro bende beda piny kod Mr. Nyandiko, giwene kom. Wene oya kom. Toya. Wene oya kisewe. Odhi mbele kod tich. Be kod ineno mana kaka tiende wuotho. Koro lure. Mano nyalo bet maber. Moloyo sleep to grow continuously. Kichi koro wabro na chan jok moko magwere telo. Gimomiyo wagwere telo to wanyalo solve. Kichi telo mar luo eldani en telo monego abed ni isolve problem kaka koro kabila mane nyotimre kOginga. It would have been better. Ano kine ka bet chien. Koka complain gi nyithindo gi akonyo gi gana kama danyalo. Wahichagi eki kato bed Raila no ong'eyo. Man kama yuwa kabisa mogo yuwa William Samoei Ruto. Onego rang kabisa. En Ogeta. Nyathi Ogeta no osetiyo gi chuny achiel. Nyathi Ogeta no emanyo nyathi nyamero tho yude. Chandre go up and down. Nyathi Ogeta. En mada yuwa William Samoei Ruto. Rangie kamoro kiti. Kundo bedo kod kamoro nyalo mako mutiyo maber kendo yude msache. Nyaka chieng' retire. Mr. Ogeta. Mano kende ng'at manyalo believe ni wuod Sogoi mondo ne kaka konye. To Raila kata Ogeta nong'eyo ndalo mane ginene lweny margi ntiere kar kaeri up and down. Wach telo lich kabisa. Adhi aloso go President Moi. Bumoyo yie. Oluongo Raila State House. Ne wan Kisumu tich adek. Ka ogondo siro miya report na Odinga mechane to deke kamo. Wacho no da. Waram na gima datin. Osugondo siro kwara no ne na President Moi no wono. Ema diang res. Dong na idho ga chiri kon State House kanyiru kago bunya kamoyo wacho no wacho huyu mama yeye. Ni nani? Wacho na nani ile mama yetu ya Siaya. Wacho no wacha yeye. Badonyo. Odo kako nyase waka kwa yan kiche atalo chigi kachigi wacho na kudu iju. Gimomi atimra kamano. Gino kine ging'enen to mar nyathi nyamera. Raila oseket budget mare makori dwa make sure no tieki. Moito kia plan mar jogita to ng'ano gondo situ no winjo obiro puotho na. Mane manokelo to gondo situ. Koro ana wuon. I know very clearly mang'eny ka step gamna daw. Kana seloso wach mar nyathi nyamera. Wadonjo State House on Wednesday, on Thursday to look Raila State House in Nairobi. Umo yodhi discuss kod weche emo nyuolo molasses. Isenena ka gogo na bende miya pesa mar molasses no nikech bende I was part and parcel mano luongo nying Raila ka ochane ba wacha neno patia pesa kule na ujeni ufanye kazi pamoja. Emo kelo thuon gweno mwonyo tinga no mwonyo gweno na nikech Anyango. Tunawe fulo no in the secret ni jogi tugo kode watakujaribu jina yako vile wameharibu jina ya nani ya Biwot. Vile waliharibu jina ya Biwot eti Biwot ndiye alimaliza huko na wao wamefanya wenyewe. Wachana na hiyo, patia Raila pesa. Atafanya kazi na wewe baba. Doge moino timo mnamana. Luongo Raila State House Nairobi kwa miyo Raila pesa. Kwa miyo Raila molasses nima ndokoro mwandu mari joluo. Raila receive gine ro doge jino nyeo shares kata ini ok ni nyeo shares mag molasses. Oni moyo miyo molasses nima ndo mari joluo. Neno us shares mag joluo. Mago gik mana ng'eyo te. Because I participated over it. The issue marabala kodonge. It was all Olaringo. Olaringo did all that. Martin omiyo ngele. Koro kom kanuni mano Laringo dwaro romre kod vice president. Gima nokelo resignation mar Kibaki ero. Ka Kibaki noyoni kendo kara kom ni jidwarega, owacho ni kara kora wenu, ka koro jidwam nando mondo negre, weyo. Ema nonego ngele. Koro Ambala was killed for cover up. That is the truth. The meeting was done here. Grace Ogot was here in Jabalu Gardens when they were having that meeting with Odiek Bishop. And Odongo Komamo refused to come. He did not come. So the meeting was handled with the three only. Grace Ogot, Loa Ringo, and Odiek Bishop. They are the ones who handled the meeting. And for me, I didn't know that it was going to be a matter of somebody. Those witch doctors, one of them I knew. So I asked him, so he told me that Raila wanted a big seat that has been awarded now, but he has been given to somebody and he wants it. So they said they are going to give it. And that is how they organize. Even Grace Ogot is the one who went and when those young boys wanted to sue them, they will reveal whoever had sent them if they are being prisoned. So Grace Ogot brought government lawyers to stand for those young men. It was an open thing. So Ambala never killed anybody. Ambala was a cover-up. The Indian who came and injected him in prison blew up with the aeroplane in Lake Victoria, did not reach back Nairobi. That is the truth. Ambala was injected in prison because he said that now why would Ringo plant this kind of things over him? Why would they put bloodshed to somebody over him? But those were all plans of Ringo. The same Ringo, he planted Nani Biwot. Biwot only gave, he was only, when they met at the State House, when he was now stuck up with the body of Uko. So he requested Nani Biwot, help me with some money. Wajina some missing a kitu nitafanya. So Biwot gave Ringo 100,000. That is what he hired the aeroplane with, that through Ouko in Gotalila. So that was the only mistake he made, but he didn't know that he was borrowing Ringo money to go and do those kind of malicious damage. He didn't know. He was giving it as a good friend or a colleague. So Biwot fought over this case. I was there in the city council when that man, the MP where Shakil took over, was questioning him. I was there. And I told those people that Biwot is clean. We are killing each other by ourselves. Ringo is the one who needs the leadership by force. He wants the vice presidency by force. That is why he's killing people. So that the case was dismissed. So Biwot was clean because they didn't have anything tangible to hold him. So the issue about killing Ouko, it was Ringo and that man from South Nyanza. So the bodyguard of Oyuki is the one who shot the leg of Ouko. That Ouko bled to death. Before they reached Naikuru, Ouko had already bled to death. I'm giving all these stories because I don't want to die with them in my stomach. Because many people have been accused of murdering other people. Our people are accusing, even right now, they are saying that it is so Nani or Kasogo. Oginga ranga Oginga loro tilingi rango an mano gimoro mamako dhoga kabisa nkara an atedonuga chiemo kubiro Oginga an natedonuga baloso nyaka nyuka koro sani eri Oginga manoheri chande, manene kashwa ni bendi chiemo maber. Koro gike kethre ni lengi ranga. In I accept ni miya pesa ti dak go maber. To okobadhi gima timre ko kusiepe. Maro buru tang'eyo. Dr. Buru said nyathina kadhi ire ka ywakne ni nyithinda gola thagre Kisumu, Nairobi, odak Jerusalem, Nairobi to thagre. Nyithindo ok onego bed ni dak Jerusalem nyaka sani iri onego bed ni gibed kod their own homes. Wuod ng'anene, wuod agola, nigi nyithindo gi nyikwayo. Koro sani iri en pod odak ga Jerusalem kanyero, en oongo kod lope, oongo kod dalane, oongo kod ot, oongo gi pesane. To mwandu tikworo taneno. Mwandu ikworo taneno. Omondi odak dala kar kae. Ng'ano odhiambo chondero ber min mare nokawo bodhi go London. To koro sani jo modong kagi, gindo koro gidong kagi thagre ka to ng'ama dewo gi to onge. Nechi osewe. To intiere ng'at monego bed na advice Dr. Buru no timo kamano. Dr. Buru told me ni dhier ma kowadu ok osindi nindo. He told me with his own mouth. Mama, an dhier ma kowadu to kosindi nindo. Koro ka dhier ma kowadu ok osindi nindo, emomiyo koro accept mondo gik moko ma kowadu okethre aketha mana. Omayo nyaka chi owadgi lowo to omiyo jomoko none ma koro puro to wan to wadong' ka kech kayo. Idah ne manowacho ni ng'anene min bondo. No mama winje gima mama dwacho ka kanyono. Kawacho na Idah ayude e dhood Mary kacha mana ayude. Awacho ni ng'ane min bondo ni mondo konya en dang' ok okonya. Min bondo mioro mondo konya. Koro min bondo konya ko dang'ono ka koro lowo monego puro opidhi oganda timaye. Kaito did so tamrok miye. Koro pidha ko dang'ono. Opidha ko dang'ono. Those are the things that you should look at first. If you want leadership, you should look at now how the family is. Are they balanced? Nikech adhiambo to pesomero. Adhiambo pesomero ringo dhi from one side, Ruth adhiambo. Pesomero dhi from one side to the other. Eno riembo pesa. Pesa motiyo tij riembo pesa. To kobadho ni nyithindo wadgi onindo nang'o to nyithindo wadgi ochiemo nang'o. Kata chio wadgi nonindo nang'o to chiemo nang'o. Kata an min mare. An mana lewa nene taulo mane ywe uma dhiambo. Gima nomiyo Oginga kenda ganena. Uma dhiambo nakwonga anodho thwinyo mondo ang'udho piny. Eka niweyo bukor bada. Bumsio ranga bwacho ng'ane Mary Nyarodima. Nyameri ni ohera nyithindo manade ni. Adhiambo no kema nomiyo Oginga ohera. Kaka na iwega uma dhiambo. Ko yudo ka luoko soe ba wiro go mopithre ting. Wacho ne ka kod loso nyithindo maber malich. Emomiyo nogingo keda. To in koro sani iri no hera mano Oginga heri godo. Ok inyal rango mondo ineno ni nyithindo wadwa dak nang'o. Iwe no buru mondo tim kaka dwaro. Daktari is already old. Kar mondo we nyithinde mondo tije modwaro ga gekogo, ento pod okasre ga tijego. It's very wrong. Dick is a very big man. Jaoko is a very big man. They can do all those jobs mang'ane moburu dwaga tiyogo. Mondo buru ne kaka rango dala won mare ringo nang'o. Mondo owe ji kako dongi randa ma peso mero. Ringo from one side to the other. Okudwar de tingo ktadogi mondo losi nikeche kangi loso to ankano migi pesa. Anta kwero mageko nikeche I'm putting out my last breath. I'm giving out my last breath. Now I'm saying and I'm warning Odongi Randa, tafadhali, don't mistreat your friends, somebody who loved you so much, his family. King very well know the gate is being closed. Ingeni loro rangach Oginga, ingeni loro. Gikmite mokanyogo iparo ni pod rangaji no pod broga dong ni nyithindo pod donga dala kanyo ni pod broga bet no terre. I'm talking to you in Kijaluo because I don't know if you understand my English. I don't know if you'll understand my English. That's why I'm telling you these things in Luo, so that you understand me you understand them from me. Nobody should translate them to you. No, whatever you are doing, Mr. Odongi Randa, leave that man in South Nyanza to be the elder, Luo elder. Give it to him. Instead of fighting over with him, and yet you know very well you cannot do that job, please give it to him. Because I met him at the funeral of Raila. He's not a moneymaker like you. He's not a moneymaker like you. I saw him. I even saw the secretary and I talked with them. I gave them the problem and they listened. He's not a moneymaker like you. They didn't ask me for even bus fare. I explained myself and they didn't ask me for bus fare. So please, Mr. Odongi Randa, you have made a lot of mistakes in Oginga Odinga's home So don't continue making it in other people's homes. So just step down for that man in South Nyanza to take full charge of Luo elder. You have received so much money, which is enough for you to manage your life, even to do your own business. So it is okay. You have nothing to lose. So I'm just begging you. Okachai, Baba mi luor kabisa. Kenani nigamna kakane msewa chanaga na nyango make sure ni loso chimun jo welo gi maber. Neni loso chimun welo gi maber. To mna uni welo mano Oginga dwaga na loso chimun maber. Koro sani tiwe ko Oginga kethre tiling rango. Nani neno pesa. Neno pesa koro ko Oginga kethre tirangi neno. Dr. Buru manyo simu ni gawach buru nuon mare wacho ni ko jikanyono. Adwaga nko kuburo tho. Adwa ni ting in meeting itere dhike ka won mare buru kamano wacho ni nego bed no Oginga iko nyithindo Oginga te kanyo nyaka wagogni. An pok aneno mgogo migolo ka chwore to duok dala gi pok aneno. No owe nyithinde ka chwore to duogo dala gi ka dhako maneno konyuol. Chal dhako maneno konyuol koro tinge duoke dala gi nikech oongo kod kamo chomo kata kamo chiko. Dhako kosenyuol kamoro en chi dalano. Ambala nonyuomo 2 million. Nowacho no okelo dhiang' nikech ok onyuom dhiang'. Ok onyuom dhiang' nikech nyako monyuomo en nyako mosomo ma min wuon mar puonjo maber. En okelo mna pesa go boxi. Koro pesa no Mr. Odinga, will you refund that money or Mr. Buru will refund that money? The 2 million that Ambala paid the dowry for burial at Chieng, because he has 2 children there. Will you now refund the 2 million that Ambala paid? Nobody can say that Ambala did not have that 2 million, because Ambala was the one having fish and chips first in Kenya. Fish and chips, Ambala is the one who brought fish and chips in Kenya. And he was making good money next to Ambassador Hotel. And he was doing several other businesses. So when his wife died, he went ahead and looked for the vice president's daughter that was very well educated and had degrees. That is what he told Mr. Jaramogi. I'm not getting married to a woman who is privileged. I'm getting married to a woman. I'm paying you this money because I'm taking a girl who is educated with a degree and with diplomas, not just a woman. That's why I brought you this. And Oginga asked him, he asked him, can you show me the ground where you want to walk around and look after the cow yourself? Because me have given you something that you can go at the bank at 9 o'clock, withdraw your money, go and pass to the shop and supermarket and buy your milk and come back here and drink as much as you want. That is what Ambala said. Achieng' Oneko was there. Luko Bokraria was there. I was not alone when Ambala brought that money. This man called Woduko Yeyo was there. He was the driver. He was downstairs, yes, but he knew that Ambala came there to pay dowry. And he's the one who normally used to go and keep the money. Whenever Mzee would have money, Woduko Yeyo manetega kano pesa. So I'm just requesting you, step down for that man in South Nyanza. Let him be the Luo elder. Step down, Mr. Odinga. The mistake you have made, Oginga, I'm 100% sure no other Luo would like that kind of mistake you made in his home again. And yet you shut up. Me, I'm talking to you because this is my last breath. I'm a hungry woman in the village here. You see issue about the death of Raila. Now they are accusing Kasongo. They were putting it in the TikTok, iti Kasongo ni ameua Raila. Now, Raila died in Karen. When his wife was there. Where did Kasongo come from? Where did he come from? Raila has been having slow poison in him. That is what has been making him fall down sometimes. It makes him sick all the time. The slow poison that is now bothering Mr. Uhuru Kenyatta. The same slow poison that they are now calling it cancer. Yes, he would have cancer. But I know all in all, he is also having the same slow poison that is bothering him. This Uluaringo, the contractor who built his house in Siaya, he used the acid to to burn this man to ashes in Lake Basin. But stupid enough, he was stuck. When he was stuck in the mud in Dominion farm, he called the tractor driver to come and pull him out and demanded from him 500 shillings. That is how we came to know. So it was his vehicle that got stuck there. The same spot, that is where they found his contractor that he took from the town here, Jatelodwara. The man left his radio to somebody, Jatelodwara. He left, and a white vehicle was waiting for him there to go with him. He left his bicycle to somebody at Jatelodwara. So people knew, because they had a quarrel with Oloa Ringo in the bar. When he told Oloa Ringo he's having wife and children to feed, he must be paid his work. Because he was doing the construction in his home. After doing the construction in his home, this contractor was not paid. So instead, because he was annoyed, he used the same acid to burn this contractor. That is why Oloa Ringo cannot stay in his home. Right now, there's a big snake inside Oloa Ringo's home. Nobody stays in Ringo's home. When Ringo died, they went and buried him, and all his wives went back to Nairobi. None of them slept in Ringo's premises, because there's a big snake. That big snake, they say it is that contractor that went and stayed there demanding for his right. And that's the same acid. Ask the CID, the special branch. The same acid is the one that they used for burning Uhuko. That acid can only be found in State House. And who used to be in the State House? Oloa Ringo. It roasted his contractor here and went and roasted Uhuko. So there was no way that they would say that. Even President Moi confessed here in a rally, saying, nyinyi mnayojiua wenyewe kwa wenyewe, unapatia unaua ndugu yako kwa ajili ya 5,000 peke yake tu, alafu mnasema Moi kitu gani? It is in the record. I'm not only speaking what is not there, I'm speaking what is the truth. Nicholas Biwott never killed Uhuko, and Ambala never killed Oweti, Maurice Oweti. Ambala was innocent, just like Nicholas Biwott was an innocent man. This is the truth. Oloa Ringo carried all these things because he wanted the vice presidency. But spiritually, he didn't know that he cannot get this leadership if he was not glanced over it. Luos had a way of glancing people to receive those leaderships, but he did not receive that. So he was just using the love that President Moi loved him, so he wanted at least to push himself to receive the vice presidency. That made Kibaki retire. He left it for them so that they can take the seat that they want, because he didn't want to be bloodsheded. That is the truth. I'm speaking all these things. Why? Because I know the whole story, how it started and how it ended. And I do not want it now that when I'm kept in a paper bag to Rivayala, then nobody people will still accuse Biwott for killing Uhuko, and people will still be accusing Ambala for killing Oweti, and yet Oloa Ringo is the one who did all that. Grace Ogot died when he all the time tells people, when his mind went off, her mind went off, so she would always tell Jaber, he calls Oweti Jaber, korodi dwari uona Ringo, diwache kod uona Ringo. Ask the servants, will tell you. Ask the servants of Grace Ogot. They will tell you that Grace Ogot used to talk to people whom they don't see. The same thing to Oloa Ringo. Before he died, he was leaving his locker without closing it. He lost his mind also, just because of all those malicious damages they did. I know that Oweti was having a very powerful blood, just like Uhuko. That people who killed them, just like this man is called Nicholas Odinga in Siaya, the contractor, the building contractor. So this is the truth, that our people, our Luos are killing each other. Just like now, this Odongiranda and Nyandiko, they want to kill each other for leadership. I'm sorry to say this, because I'm speaking my last words. I'm speaking my last words. Because I know very well, these words are going to enter into the ears of the right people. They will make sure that they take me to Rivayala, or make sure that I'm also injected. But I've already spoken. One thing I wanted is to see that Raila Odinga gets her right, and her children should get their right. And I want that Mrs. Osewe, she should be given her right. Her husband was given a lot of things. This woman should be the owner of Spectre International. According to Oginga Odinga, the Spectre International was given to his last born. His home in Milimani was given to his last born. His home in Nyamira, that now they have made a museum, was given to the last born. That is Osewe. And they are denying this woman or everything. They leave her suffer. I'm just asking my daughter Aida, what have you given to your co-wife? I call Nyeki. They call Nyeki. When your husband died, she's the one who has been running around with you before even he died. What did you give her? You only gave to Joager over 100 cows, heads of cows. But Mrs. Osewe, you are only sending her to feed me, and yet she has already been denied of the farm where she was making beans to feed us. She's not only feeding me only, even the children of Agola. They go to her there. That is where they go. When they are desperate, they go and at least have a good time at their mother's house there, because they have nowhere. They don't have a home. That is the only home they have. A home that is not having a title deed. These are the things that I wanted to spit out before I die. I've spoken. So whoever feels that I've spoken badly can swallow a razor blade. But I've spoken. There's nothing I've lied. I said that Nicholas Biwott never killed Ouko. Raila Odinga did that. And I said that Ongele was never a murderer. Odinga killed Maurice Owiti because of chairmanship of KANU, the seat of chairmanship of KANU. But Moi did not know anything that was happening behind him. He only felt that Odinga was he was a good he was a good singer, and he would persuade anybody. Even if you're a woman, if Odinga wants to go out with you, you will just follow him like a dog, because he knows how to speak his words. That is how Moi used to follow him, without knowing that he's having a criminal beside him. Odinga was a good criminal, a good mafia. His wife, the Jamaican, confessed to me that from his family, they are from mafia. His wife, the Jamaican lady, confessed to me when I was demanding the money that I wanted them to pay me for they stayed in my place here, the three of them, Grace Ogot and Odiek Bishop and Raila Odinga. They never paid me for the bills of their drinks and the food they ate. They never paid me. They said that Odinga was paying and Odinga did not pay me. And that is very well known in Siaya. Odinga used to go to hotels.
Raila Odinga, one of the medical report shows poison. There's a medical report that shows that Raila Odinga had poison in his lungs.
Thanks for today's update and reactions. As more information continues to come in, I'll keep bringing you the latest. Please share your thoughts respectfully in the comments. If you value this channel's calm and honest approach, like, subscribe and turn on notifications. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you